hello, ladies and gentlemen. MarauderEX here with Culex.
Hello, again.
And this is part of my 500 subscriber special, in which we are going to be doing a terrible, terrible, terrible game. And just look at it. It's...
Looks fantastic to me.
These graphics, this is what the 3DS should have done, graphics-wise. I want the king coming at my face.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it, though? I mean, he's the stuff of nightmares. I'd be more scared of him than Jason Voorhees, honestly. So yeah, a little bit of technical about this game. This is one of the 3 Burger King games that they released for the Xbox 360. And I think they actually play on the original Xbox too. I think one of them does. I've seen a couple of people play it on the original Xbox.
I thought they all did.
They might. I don't know. They're all listed as 360 games, but since I've never really had an original Xbox, I never tried. This is a terrible Mario Kart ripoff.
What are you talking about? It's on. They're on bikes. It's totally original.
It's totally original. Yes. Even though that Mario Kart uses motorcycles.
Only since the GameCube.
Only since the game.
No, since the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii. The Wii. I thought the DS version did too.
I don't know.
Who cares? It's Mario. He should get back to plumbing, whatever it is that he does. Anyway.
He never actually does any plumbing.
No, he doesn't. And he doesn't even have like. You would think one of a plumber's power-ups would be like a wrench or something. He gets fire flowers. What the hell is that about?
Is Mario actually in this game? Because that voice clip sounded an awful lot like Mario.
No, the voice, they have some generic voice actor that just makes kind of woohooing sounds that sound creepy as sin, honestly. I try not to pay too much attention to this game while I was playing it because things like that will just kind of make your eyes bleed.
Yeah, that's pretty awful right there.
But one of the things you know is terrible about this game is if they have a reverse button. That means that your tracks are laid out to the point to where you're going to need to use reverse. Like this, I get stuck. I get stuck in a bush for one. But you have to use if you don't get stuck, you have to press reverse. And I'm like, okay, that's just bad layout right there. The characters are kind of interesting. I'm playing a subservient chicken, which brings to mind a whole bunch of S&M thoughts, but...
Well, I mean, they've got the commercials where they have the chicken that wants to be, fries.
Oh yeah! I was like, where the hell does the chicken come from? I didn't remember that, but yeah. Oh, that's awkward. Then they've got the Whopper, which is just... Oh, I don't even know where to begin with the Whopper person. It's like kind of Family Guy level, because he's always trying to hit on some girl. And I'm like,
yeah.
That's a food fetish. And I got an achievement.
Big wheelie.
Yeah, I did a wheelie for more than 3 seconds, I think it was. 3 to 5 seconds. I do have to say, the power-up system to this is actually kind of interesting. You get the little bar, and for every one of the little markers you go through, you get stuff added to the bars, and depending on the color, it adds more. Like if you hit the white one, it pretty much takes it all the way to the top, but that one's also the smallest one. But if you hit the cones, you don't get anything. So...
Right.
It's kind of interesting, but it's also... This is just a terrible... Like, the entire time I was sitting here playing this, I'm like, why am I playing this, and why don't I play a good Mario Kart game, or a good racing game in general? Like, there's been, like, several that have come out within the last year. There's Blur, there's Split Second, and I'm playing this.
Yeah, there's Ridge Racer 3DS that just came out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and see, here we go,
And
back up. I'm backing up.
Who is this you're playing now?
This is Brooke Burke. For the longest time, I thought she was a porn star. Which is terrible. Right now, she, the only thing that I really know her from is she co-hosts, Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. Why she's
Okay.
in a Burger King game also kind of raises questions.
Well, maybe she was in a commercial?
I don't know. She may have been
But,
like the spokesperson for Burger King for a while.
yeah.
But yeah, let's put the only realistic person in skin-tight unitards having her legs split open on a tiny motorcycle.
These bikes are pretty tiny.
They are. I just kind of wanted to, play card games on them the entire time.
I don't see that power up. I think you might need a couple bars to do that.
Yes. Like, card games on motorcycles. I summon... What's sad is I've been out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For so long, I don't even know what... Like, I know nothing from that series. Like, I don't know... Like, I remember Blue Eyes White Dragon being, the shit, and now... I don't think that card exists in the new cartoon.
Yeah, all I know is summon Slifer, the executive producer.
Slifer, the executive producer, was fantastic. I always wondered if they ever actually put the Egyptian god cards in play, like, and actually had rules for them, or if they just kind of copped out and said no.
I think they have. Maybe it was just in a video game.
And backing up again, backing up. I'm just a graceful driver.
Yeah, is this the first course? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah,
There's like just all kinds of turns in it.
yeah. This is the I think this is the standard course. But I do this one several times, and then I go through and do a couple of the other courses. I don't show off one course because I lost the will to live while playing this game. As you can see at the very end, I really just stopped caring.
Oh, well, you won this time. Or no.
No, I came in second.
Yeah.
Next, behind Jolly. I don't even know who the hell Jolly is. The music for this menu here sounds kind of like it belongs on an NES game. And I do cut out all of the loading times. Just to give you guys a heads up, this final video is 21 minutes and 47 seconds. It was almost 31 minutes before cutting out the loading times. So this all I did was cut out the loading times, and I had fun with the different transition wipes. I felt like Seth MacFarlane with his checkered board wipes and things as such. But literally,
I thought that was actually part of the game.
no, that's me cutting out the load times. Which, if it looks better that way, that's kind of sad, honestly.
Well then,
Ah,
I see you're racing as the best character now.
the king, yes, the king who will haunt your dreams. And this is probably my favorite track too, because it's a farm with giant burgers. Because we farm giant burgers. Like, they don't come as individual pieces. Like, you don't have to take the cow and slaughter it and grind it into beef, and take the tomato and slice it, and take the bread and turn it from dough to bake it. And
Jesus, that effect.
yeah, I hate that. Just because of the high-pitched tone.
Yeah.
And there's cactuses here, and fry trees. This is Burger King's response to McDonald Land. But in McDonald Land, the Fry Kids were sentient creatures, so...
Right, and here in the Burger Kingdom, they have pink sand.
See, at first I thought that was mountains made out of Frosties. That's what I thought at first, but then I saw no evidence to support that, and I was actually kind of disappointed by that. And I don't know what the hell happened there, but...
Yeah, you're not doing so good.
No, I kind of suck at this one, and granted, this is the first time I played this map. The next time I did it, I just kept falling off the side. Like in the mountains that I thought were frosties, there's no railing, so you can just kind of go off the cliff to your death. That's what happened to the Burger King King. He died in a terrible pocket bike racing accident. Oh my god, that effect. I hate it. Yeah, I came in. Look at him! Look at him banging his head on the steering. Bang your head in shame, Burger King.
Oh, somehow, despite being bigger than Brooke Burke, he doesn't seem as comically oversized for his bike there.
Yeah. And another transition wipe. I like the giant bacon in the skillet that we just saw. And now I'm playing as the Whopper, which I think is oddly appropriate here. It's like, this is where I come from!
Just a good old trip back home.
Oh my god, this is just... Yeah, I think this is the one where I go off the cliff a lot, so... Whopper Jr. kind of fails at driving in his own home turf. And wrong way!
Well, getting hit by rockets doesn't help.
This is true. At one point, I do try to push people off the side. Like, I'm trying to kill... I was trying to kill Brooke Burke there. So, I mean... I'm a vindictive sandwich. I really think the Whopper Jr. is the Brood Witch.
Well, it doesn't have bacon on it, so...
It doesn't have bacon on it. It could be 666 different meats, all that would have maggots for blood. Wheat harvested in Hell's Half Acre. I wonder if this is Hell's Half Acre, because, I mean, this is... This is some sort of...
I guess I could buy that brood witches are grown.
Harvested, yes. And he... Oh! Yeah, I found out that there's a taunt button.
That's something.
Yeah. I'm going to burn you so bad you're going to have grill marks. And off the side again. You couldn't beat an egg. And off the side again.
That one was assisted, at least. Then.
Yeah. Assisted suicide. I love this. And, like, the Yellow Brick Road, I keep thinking that somewhere along the lines there's going to be some midgets pop up screaming that we represent the Lollipop Guild. Oh, one thing I forgot to talk about with the power-up is you can use your power-up bar to boost. And the more you have on the power-up bar, the more times you can boost. So, and even with falling off the side that many times, I still came in third. That's a little depressing there. I don't have anything unlocked. That you can unlock a bunch of different bikes, like I really care. And then you can also make your own driver. I think you can make your own driver in this one. I know you can in Big Bumpin', but I stopped paying attention to this one.
Like using your Xbox avatar, or
No.
it has an editor.
It has an editor. They all have the same generic body type as the biker that I'm using now, but you can like customize the jumpsuit and if he's got a helmet or not and what type of head he's got. So, yeah. And this is... I figured that this was a good idea just to start circling around to cut off at the... Because this is just a terrible layout for a map. Because there's a hidden pathway that you can go, but then there's really no easy way to get out of that hidden pathway. It's like, at least in Mario Kart, when you go a hidden path, it's actually a shortcut, or it can be a shortcut. This is almost as bad as Sonic R.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's because I got lost circling the Burger King.
There's just no parking spots.
I just can't park. Well, when I stop caring, here in a minute, this is the one that the map that I stopped caring on, and I start driving around it, just going through the drive-thru repeatedly, screaming that this is terrible. I get no service here. I'm never coming to this Burger King again. And this time I pay no attention to it whatsoever.
And there's cones leading you to go that way.
Yeah. Also, the music will grate on you for this game. I actually had to mute it while I was playing the game, because the music just... It sounds like someone got a My First synthesizer kit. And I came in first, by like a huge margin. Like, it took forever.
5.5 seconds.
Yeah. This is the only music that I like, is the stage select screen.
The music from 20 years ago.
Yes. Like, it makes me want to pull out an NES and start playing like Iron Sword or something.
Or play an actual good bike game like Excite Bike.
Oh, I always sucked at Excite Bike. Not as bad as I'm sucking at this, but I sucked at Excite Bike. This is terrible. But as I was playing this, I kept thinking of the Robot Chicken parody of Excite Bike. Oh, damn, Rice Racer keeps overheating. God, these bumps are just... They just tear apart my junk. And I kept thinking, that is exactly what he would be saying in real life. All of this stuff in Pocket Bike Racer. Oh, I get a boost. Oh my god, I'm going to just start boosting through it forever. And I think this is when I stopped caring.
Yep, better go this.
Oh no,
no.
This is I still keep caring at this point.
No, yes.
And I back up, go around my ass to get to my elbow, and now I'm back on track, and I've lost every spot. And then, oh no, this is when I do stop caring. So for the next few minutes, kids, this is all I'm going to be doing is circling. Because the race won't end until you cross the finish line.
Right.
Like, the race should be over by now, but they just keep going. And so, just I hit my own landmine at that point. That was fantastic. I had an idea of wanting to see if I could go through the entire track backwards. And I quickly gave up on that as I'm sitting here deciding to play chicken with the other guy in the drive-thru. And then I got a harebrained idea to look and see if I could see what was actually on the menu. Like, I wanted to see what I could get by going to Burger King through the drive-thru.
Nothing, apparently.
No, apparently. Well, I mean, they had some pictures of what looked like their breakfast sandwiches. But I mean, obviously this is late at night. I can't get a breakfast sandwich late at night.
They're way behind. That guy is still sitting there.
Yeah. Like, this drive-through service is just terrible. If only this pocket bike were equipped with missiles so that I could get my point across and go apeshit on them like everyone else at fast food restaurants in the news lately. That crazy lady who attacked our McDonald's drive-thru.
Screw this. Let's just go to Wendy's.
Just... You know what? They're, God, I do love Wendy's. I do. Their spicy chicken sandwich is just delicious. I can't really say that I'm actually a fan of Burger King, and that's really funny given, that I'm playing their games. But granted, I spent all of like $2 on all 3 games, so can't really say anything.
$2 too much, looks like.
Yeah, well, I mean, after these videos, I'm going to be using... I'm not even going to add these to my game collection. I'm just going to use these games as coasters. Or maybe target practice for skeet shooting.
Well, you are getting credit for going through these cones backwards.
Yeah, as long as you don't hit the cones themselves, it doesn't matter what direction you're going through them. But I know I've passed the checkered flag.
Was that Barrett?
No, it wasn't Barrett.
Oh, it was just some other big black man.
Ah, racism. No, there's a black guy who I think he's one of their drive-through attendants because he's got the little headset. Either that or he's a NASCAR racer. I'm not entirely sure which. He has a name, but I didn't pay attention to it. He's one of the guys that I didn't care about playing as because he wasn't unique or special in any way, shape, or form. At this point, I want to know if I go through... I was trying to go through the entrance backwards to see if that would count, and it didn't. So... And that took me 4 minutes to do. So yeah. Yeah, that's been Pocket Bike Racer. And that travesty.
Let's never speak of this again.
Yeah, totally.